Good morning, everybody. Today is, Wednesday, September 7th. I haven't done a video in a little while, or I also haven't done my podcast episodes. There's been so much going on, but I thought I would just jump on and say a quick good morning and kind of give you a brief writing update. I'm sorry, this lighting is terrible. Also, just to note, if you notice the sound quality isn't what it used to be, I've lost my microphone. I used to keep it in this little black velvet pouch, and I would plug it into my phone for any kind of recording or podcast episodes. And guess what? It has completely disappeared. So life as usual, as I usually say, has been absolutely insane. I went for an impromptu trip to Ontario with a couple of relatives. My cousin of 40 years old, unfortunately, passed away from cancer. He fought it for 2.5 years. So I went down for the celebration of life, and it was a very quick, rushed, exhausting trip. But I'm so glad that I went. I got to see some family that I haven't seen since I was a kid. Some I haven't seen since I was a teenager. Some just for 4 years. I haven't seen them. Anyways, it was a great trip, and I'm pretty burnt out from it. Anyways, it is early in the morning. It is about 7:40 a.m. in Manitoba, and it's only 10 degrees Celsius, which kind of sucks. I guess fall is like pretty much here. And I'm sitting in my car at my work, just about getting ready to go in. Actually, I still have my seatbelt on. I guess I could take that off. So in terms of writing, actually, let's talk about AuthorTube first. I'm still waiting for videos from people on the AuthorTube collaboration. I'm hoping to get those soon. And then this weekend, I'm going to start putting it all together. I had started before getting things organized, but I haven't actually started putting things together and doing the editing. So I still have to get there with that. So thank you for your patience in waiting for this video. And also, writing. All right. So I, as you know, have been working on my high fantasy novel, Blood Rose. But I've also discovered that in last year's Nano, I really enjoy working on multiple projects at the same time. So I've made a really big decision. My Red Crime Thriller collection were the first ebooks that I published. I've got a mixture of reviews. Some of them were biased, I think, because they know me. But when I put my crime thriller collection together into one ebook, and I put it on Kindle Unlimited, Kindle Select, one person read 40 pages and gave me a 1-star review. So that's been weighing heavily on me, because individually they got 3 to 5 stars each. So just one person's opinion gave me a 1-star review, and nobody has purchased this ebook ever since. It is published wide now, of course, but this has been eating away at me. And I think that my skill level in writing has improved so much that none of my stories meet my current expectations of my own skill. So I'm rewriting it. I'm putting it together as a novel, and one of these characters that always sits with me as I'm still here, I'm not done my story yet, is now, she was in book 4 and 5, I believe. Anyways, I am rewriting everything, improving all of the stories, but I'm adding this character in from the beginning and adding in individual chapters in between every single chapter of all 5 stories, because this character is my favorite character out of all of them. So her name is Rain, and so I think that I'm going to call this book Red Rain. That is a working title, but I'm really excited about it. The only downside is now that I'm working on Red Rain, it is taking my time away from Blood Rose. But I feel like Blood Rose is such a huge thing, and sometimes I need a break in between because it takes so much energy and focus. I've got multiple main characters. multiple subplots, and it's just this massive undertaking that is taking so many years to write. Now, I say that because I've restarted this book about 5 times. But I'm okay with that because this time is the winner. I'm really enjoying writing it the way it is now, but I have so far to go. But I feel like Red Rain, it's something that's been, eating away at me for so long that it's kind of pulling me away from focusing on my high fantasy as well. So I need to do this. Now, on the other note, I am in a Christmas vendor market at the end of November, and I planned to sell the printed copies, the ones that I printed myself, of the Red Crime Thriller series, Life Beats, and selling Living Undiagnosed and all that at this craft sale. But I'm thinking about getting more Christmas themed stuff ready so that they're good for gifts. So I've got a few ideas. I'm just debating whether or not these little booklets that I'm going to make are going to be something that I print myself, or if I'm going to design something to print on KDP. I'm thinking like a recipe journal, like a Christmas recipe journal, so people can handwrite their recipes in as they need to. I think that would be a really cool gift. I don't know if a Christmas notebook, a Christmas themed notebook will be good. Maybe like a Christmas list notebook or whatever. I'm not entirely sure yet. Anyway, so that's something I'm toying with. So I've got Blood Rose, Red Rain, and the Christmas craft sale stuff to get ready. I also need to do an inventory of what I have to see if I need to print off any more booklets of the other stories, and whether or not I actually need to order some more of Living Undiagnosed. Well, there's more people pulling into work here, and I guess I need time to walk to my desk, so I'm gonna go. So thanks so much for joining me today, and keep writing.